Salutations guys, Shadow Speakerman here. Welcome to your weekly dose of Skibidi news, where we talk about everything regarding the official series, fan-made content, and much more. Boy do we have a lot to talk about today, so if you'd like to keep up with all of the news in each coming week, make sure to subscribe and turn notifications on so you'll be alerted every time I upload. Not much of an intro to do for a video like this, so let's get right into the official news. Ooh, where do I even begin on this one? Well, on October 5th, this last Sunday, episode 79 part 3 was dropped out of nowhere, which caught everyone off guard as Boom usually doesn't upload his videos so unprecedentedly. Well, this pleasant surprise of an episode coming out suddenly only after a month was where all of the good surprises stopped, unfortunately. Because upon viewing the content, me and many other viewers were disappointed with the subpar quality in comparison to the other parts of episode 79. The audio was horribly desynced and out of balance, with there being crashes and screams that were repetitive or borderline ear grape. And the animation quality was lesser than it has been in the other two parts, with parts of it being insanely smooth and others being not so much. In my opinion, with the quality and the way some of the scenes felt like they dragged on longer than I feel they were supposed to be, it makes watching it pretty unsettling, as if you're watching a Skibidi toilet fan-made analog horror. I'm not sure if anyone else gets this feeling, but it's been quite a predicament in the community because everyone thinks that episode 79 is unfinished and rushed. But the thing is that it is rushed, and it is safe to assume that it was intentionally done by Boom, according to the statement he posted on Discord. Here it is.
Howdy fellas, we have seen a very small and tiny bit of concerns regarding volume issues and transitions at the part 3. We've already begun working on polishing everything up for the full episode. Here's a little sneak peek of how it's shaping up. It should take about a month to complete. Thanks for the love and patience. Peace.
And just like it says in the message, here's the clip of part of the episode redone. So yeah, judging by the almost intentionally rushed quality of the third part, the sarcasm in this message, and the joking screaming of the redone clip, which mind you does look fire by the way, this all leads me to believe that episode 79 part 3, being the way it is, was intentionally done as a way to teach the fans a lesson on rushing. The amount of time and effort these videos take to make is unfortunately very underestimated in this community. Not only is there the animating, which takes a long time, but then there's getting all of the voice acting put together, getting the sound design on point and lined up, which if Boom is anything like me, he hyper-focuses on the music he uses. And then there's managing the leaks and uploading said video. Boom has to work through all of that by himself, which while he should have a team, as that would make things a lot more manageable for him, he's still trying to figure out things in that department at the moment, as it's his project and a lot of care needs to be put into who he allows to be involved in the series. So Boom posting this was a point that this is what a month of rushed production gets you. However, although my thumbnail implies that it's the community's fault that the video is this way, I think Boom handling it this way hurt a lot of fans who weren't rushing him, like more than you would think. Me and I'm sure many others were fine with waiting a couple months if it meant we got the episode in comparable quality to the part 1 and part 2. But due to the impatient fans and Boom deciding to respond in this questionable way, the fans who were fine with waiting now have to watch the reveal of Jeffrey, the Speakerman base, and the tease of Titan Speakerman in a non-peak form. In other words, with Boom deciding to respond this way, he has hurt the entire community and severely taken away what could have been an awesome reveal of many different things we have been waiting to see in the series. So to finish talking about the episode, I show you how Titan Speakerman's tease, which should have been an awesome reveal, was used more so as a messenger to get the main point across. Now that we're done with the situation, we can finish up the official news section of this video with some real quick things to talk about. Titan Speakerman's tease has been uploaded into the shorts format, with Everybody Wants to Rule the World being played in the background of the video. However, unlike the clip I showed you of the redone bits, this part of part 3 in the short has not been cleaned up, so there's nothing to note. In terms of merch, however, we have had a lot of updates, tons of new content has been released, from action figures featuring the Detainer, the Shadow TV Man, and more, to an RC car Skibidi toilet, which I can say with first-hand experience is very fun to play with. Lots of merch content has been released, and you can visit the Skibidi Toilet store if you'd like to check out the rest of what has been released, as there is a lot, not gonna lie. However, not to save the worst bit of news for last, but for the last piece of official news, Next Level has copyright striked a Skibidi Toilet episode once again, as episode 77 has disappeared off of Boom's page. So let's just say the copyright defense arc is unfortunately not over yet. And hopefully it won't take long to settle, as if it doesn't, I can totally see a scenario where 2025 begins and ends with copyright strikes, unfortunately. But that is another thing to point out about the whole Rush scenario thing, because alongside making the episode, Boom has been having to deal with all of this copyright bullcrap, so there's that as well. But anyway, let's get into the fan-made news. Starting off with releases of popular fan-made series, both the Multiverse and Zombie Universe have had uploads, with Dom Studios being the full episode of 47 with a whopping record-breaking length of 1 hour and 20 minutes, which is the longest a full episode has ever been across the entire Skibidi Toilet fanbase. And as for Monster Up's upload, we have the release of Season 17. Of course, both of these have secret scenes in them, so it is important to go watch them if you are keeping up with the series. Speaking of Dom Studio though, it has been revealed that the next episode will be a special episode that seems to be taking place in the past, and the production of the episode is halfway done as shown in these leaks. So I was going to talk a whole bunch about the Strider episode that was coming out in the leaks following, but as I was editing this video, Strider decided to drop the episode, and it was what if Titan TV Man left during the events of episode 74, and let me just say that was the most depressing what if I've ever seen. Like, not only did Titan TV Man just leave and Scientist TV Man wasn't there to stop him, but the fact that Titan Speakerman and Titan Cameraman died like straight up, and Titan TV Man's chasing G-Man to probably kill him, is just a hopeless situation for the Alliance. So that is something definitely worth watching, and I will link it in the description because it is, boy is it well animated. But anyway, now for some random uploads I thought were worth talking about. Dada.bio actually posted this pretty cool song on her channel, which is called Skibidi Alliance. Here's a snippet of it in case you want to go check it out.
Trust me, bro, the rest cooking through. Midnight vibes, timeline shakes. Skibidi gang, we raising stakes. Big drops, so not overnight. Stay locked in next arc in sight.
So yeah, I think it's pretty cool, and Dada.bio did a good job on it. But anyway, for the other notable upload, Theorem just uploaded the very first season of the honestly terrifying Skibidi Lock-In series, which is a pretty recent fan-made series that deserves more attention than it currently has. So go make sure to check out all of those videos I just mentioned and support the good work they're doing for the Skibidi community. I'm not sure if this section of the video will remain, but here are some memes of the week I thought were funny.
Can I see you as my crush?
And that just about wraps up things for the recent news of Skibidi Toilet. If you like the idea of this series where I go over the weekly news of Skibidi Toilet, then please consider liking and subscribing, as it greatly helps me and supports the channel. So with that all being said, guys, this has been Shadow Speakerman with the weekly news. Peace. So it is currently 1:07 a.m. and as I'm editing this video, Skibidi Toilet episode 79, the full episode, decided to just suddenly drop. Boom decided it was a good idea to post at 1 a.m. on a Sunday night. So unfortunately this news video is kind of outdated. So make sure to go watch that.